Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandrago's Cave. Today we are gonna be talking about Old Neon from One Piece, also known as Gloriosa from Amazon Lily. Okay? Something different from this video, I'm gonna be trying to draw with my left hand. We have a couple of videos already that I've done like this, not a character as such, something smaller, something more cartoony, or something more simpler, but you can have here a playlist to see those experiments, let's say, okay? I have like 2-3 of those videos like that, drawing with my left hand, non-dominant hand. For now, what I want to do, obviously, because I don't control much with this hand, is do a sketch, like a rough sketch, more or less, and then I will go into the details with a pen, with a fine liner, so I don't have to redo the line twice, okay? If you want to follow me, keep drawing at the same time that I'm drawing, just maybe slow down the video if you want, or pause the video whenever you want, and let's try to have this drawing done today, okay? So I want to talk about Gloriosa, Old Neon from Amazon Lily, because it is a character that lately it's been present in the story a lot, present in the Elbaf saga. She has importance, a lot of importance, and I have a little bit of theory about her and about her lineage, okay? This video I'm recording it after reading 1156, so maybe in 57, 58, 59, extra information about this flashback about rocks has been revealed, more information about the Kuja has been revealed, and I don't have all the facts 100% because I'm planning on doing on uploading this video after in a couple of weeks, okay? Talking now that I'm recording in a couple of weeks time. So maybe I do an update in text here at the bottom if there's something that needs to be updated, but I don't think the focus is gonna be in Gloriosa and in the Kuja more. I think they just wanted to show us a couple of things in 1156, and then we will carry on with other things, because this is Rock's flashback, not Gloriosa flashback, okay? Well, the most important thing I want to talk about this is Gloriosa's love life, basically. This is going to be a little bit of soap opera video. In my Shaki drawing, analyzing 1156 that I'm going to put here, I kind of talk and I discuss the concept of Tritoma, that is the previous empress, the previous leader, the previous captain in Amazon Lily. We had Gloriosa, after Gloriosa was Shaki, after Shaki was Tritoma, after Tritoma was Boa Hancock. So basically what I see here, what I'm suspecting here, is that Gloriosa is fainting like love sickness as soon as Garp arrives and Garp clashes with Roger. We see in that episode, in that chapter, that Gloriosa is infatuated by Roger, but at the same time she's able to interact with him and doesn't faint. She faints when Garp arrives. I want to say here that, in my opinion, I think she may be a little bit like Sanji, a little bit like she likes multiple people, and Garp, she had something already going on with Garp for many years there, and later she liked a little bit Roger, and she may have liked another one later, like Sanji, basically, like Sanji. And my theory, because I see as well that Shaki is calling her sister when she faints, is that Gloriosa, that it's about 77, 78, more or less in real time, like Garp, like Roger, like Rayleigh. She had a relation, something with Garp. They had a daughter called Tritoma. This Tritoma, we see her the first time ever that we see her in the story, and that's gonna be Luffy's mom. in my opinion, that's gonna be Luffy's mom. I always said that Dragon is not Garp's son. I always said that Dragon must be son of someone else, like for example Rocks. I think all this speculation about Blackbeard having 3 skulls in his design for the flag is 3 souls, is 3 brains, is 3 hearts, is 3 this, 3 that, 3 the other. What if it is 3 brothers, okay? And basically we have Blackbeard, Buggy, and Dragon being brothers. And Dragon's original design from the very beginning as well looks pretty similar to Rock's silhouettes. Both silhouettes look pretty similar. So I wouldn't discard the idea. And the Buggy idea, I wouldn't discard it either, because I think when Rocks is revealed in the animation, in Toei animation, it's gonna be having the blue hair and black hair, okay, both like this. So if this happens like that, I think there can be very interesting things happening, like Dragon that maybe with Garp at the time still, or about to leave, he can have a revelation after seeing Tritoma in one of these encounters and fall in love with Tritoma, and they have Luffy. But because Dragon is having, let's say, in this theory, for the sake of the theory, for the sake of the speculation or the fanfic here, let's say that Dragon is not Garp's son, okay? It's Rock's son or someone else's son, like Garlic's son or whatever. What doesn't matter. The thing is that he's not his son. So what happens is that he changes his family name, so he's not anymore Rocks the Dragon now, because he's with Tritoma, and Tritoma had to leave the country, is not with Gloriosa at that point. She decides to go by Monkey the Tritoma, and they have Luffy. Luffy has this name, and we know Tritoma is dead in the current timeline, and the Empresses in this location, in this island, they die because love sickness. If Dragon was a revolutionary, was starting the revolutionaries as well at this time, or feeding more into the revolutionaries at this time, is because he needs to leave. He can't stay in Amazon Lily, he can't stay in East Blue, he can't stay anywhere, so he decides to leave. Probably in a good term, he talks with Tritoma, hey, I need to leave, I need to do these things. You can't follow me. And because she can't follow him, she dies of love sickness. That this is what we know, okay? It is a little bit crazy, and I find it very interesting for the sake of the story. Oh, I just realized that in the drawing here, Gloriosa has 3 chin like Frankie. I don't think she is related to Frankie in any way, but it's a funny thing to find here, okay? Let's do the cape here, flowing. I love these One Piece capes, to be honest, these cloaks. Let's do the feet here. The feet are very tiny, so it's a struggle to do with the other hand. And then the back of the cape here. Sorry for these kind of trembling lines, but I wanted to give it a try and do one of these different videos. We have the snake here as well. She's represented with different types of snakes. When she is the leader, she has this kind of white and pinky snake, like Boa Hancock. I don't think it's the same one, but it is looking similar. Maybe it's the mother of that snake or something like that, you know. And then here as well, this one is blue. But later we see in one of the color spreads, returning to Shabondi, she is painted with a yellow one, so maybe there are multiple ones that she can take, I don't know, these staffs, these snake staffs, but because she was leader, she probably is able to control many, because she has obviously all the haki, strong power, strong everything, so she should be able to control everything. So I think we kind of have the design here. So I know you may be watching this and saying, oh my god, now everyone is Luffy's mom, now Tritoma shows up, is Luffy's mom, now Croco is Luffy's mom as well, everyone is Luffy's mom. We need to speculate, we need to talk. We are already like almost 30 years here, watching One Piece, listening all these things, seeing all these girls showing up and thinking that it's Luffy's mom. We need to speculate, we need this kind of source in the story to be able to you know, to make something interesting about this. Let's do this and that, and then the cape on the other side as well, like this, okay? I don't know how to put my right hand. This is something that you see in all the videos, that I have my, like a monster. I put the hand here like this, and I don't know how to place it, because normally when I draw like this, I have my hand like this, but it's a little bit weird for me to stay like this drawing. But if you have some practice doing some drawings with the other hand, just feel free to give me some tips as well, okay? And the lines, the mouth, okay, like this. Like this. Something that it makes me kind of go into this thought a lot more and more, and I've been thinking, you know, during a couple of days I've been thinking about this, and I'm saying Kuma, because you can say, oh, all of this is very random. You can say just Makino is Luffy's mom, and now Dadan is Luffy's mom, and now anyone, you know, anyone else is Hina's mom, everyone is Luffy's mom. But the thing is that in Shabondi, we have Kuma separating the crew, and all of those guys go to islands that they help them grow. They help them knowing things, okay? Like Frankie knows things, learns, Nami about weather, Usopp about getting stronger, Zoro about training with the sword, with the best swordsman in the world. But Luffy goes a very random island. We could say up to this point we could say, I'm gonna jump into 0.2, okay? Up to this point we could say Kuma sent him there. Kuma sent him there because in Amazon Lily they are masters of haki, okay? With the arrows, that they shoot these arrows with a lot of haki, and Luffy needed to train there. But truly, who is the one who is teaching haki later on? Rayleigh is teaching. When they come back from, you know, the war and everything afterwards, and there we go, trembling lines. We have the lines and everything a little bit like this, but it's okay. So when we come back from the war, Rayleigh comes back, and we don't have Boa Hancock. We don't have Gloriosa. We don't have any one of the sisters or any of the girls there teaching Luffy how to haki. We have Rayleigh, okay? And then, if you would have shown me that Hancock, for example, or this woman is actually the mentor, and we're gonna have them teaching Luffy how to use the haki, I would have said, well, okay, that's good that Luffy is there. What if Kuma sent him there because he knew that Gloriosa is his grandma? And wanted Luffy to realize, wanted for Gloriosa to help him, wanting for Gloriosa to realize as well, and this didn't happen and they didn't realize? What if that is what happened there? There is a moment in Egghead when we have the flashbacks, no? The Kuma flashback, and how much he loves Bonnie, and how much he's traveling, trying to find a cure for Bonnie's problems, from Bonnie's illness and everything. And in one of those, there is a conversation, a very interesting conversation between Dragon and Kuma. When we realize that Kuma is so lovely, then we are more introduced into fatherly concepts in the Revolutionaries. And he says, hey, Dragon, you know, I noticed that you are looking at the east a lot. It's because you have family, you have children there. And then Dragon says, hey, don't talk about this, don't talk to me about this, because the children are the weakness of a father. And that is basically, yes, I do have children in the east, or I have children in other places. And then we continue the story, This is like epiphany that there is there in this moment for Dragon, for Kuma, but nothing happens. Kuma is not stupid. Kuma has been traveling a lot. Probably he is one of the people who has been traveling the most in the full One Piece, because he was trying to help Bonnie. Like Dragon, all of these guys were traveling, yes, but they were in kind of settlements, in kind of headquarters for the revolutionaries. When all the story with the revolutionaries started to happen, and Kuma is not doing that. Kuma is moving around. Kuma is shikibukaing around, moving, traveling, going to do some tasks for the government, like a dog and everything, because she is blackmailed by the government for all of this. So he knows a lot of things. He has been in a lot of islands, and he has a lot of information. So just for a second there, I would say, let's do these lines. I would say that in one of these travels, Kuma has been to Amazon Lily, because you need to be in the place to be able to send someone with the po, with the Nikyu. You need to be there to be able to send someone. So he's been there. He has unraveled, discovered, find out this information. He said, ooh, Gloriosa, ooh, Shaki, ooh, Boa Hancock, ooh, Tritoma. All these girls, I know information about these girls. Information is power in the world, not only in the One Piece world, in every part of the world, information is power. So he realized about this, and that is why he's sending Luffy there. He said, your mom died here. I'm gonna send you there so you are able to find information about your mom, find your roots, okay, with Dragon. Even if Dragon doesn't want anyone to know this, I think at least you should know this. And I think Kuma takes there a little bit the best friend role in Dragon's sense, and do these things. Sometimes best friends have to do difficult things or ugly things for the other one to realize about X, Y, and Z, you know. And I think this is one of those moments. I think because the frustration that Kuma may have had in the whole issue with Bonnie and all the problems that they have and everything, we may have had this kind of despair in Kuma, where he's like, okay, you are able to follow your kids, so kind of maybe just visit your kids, and you are not doing it, and I'm just gonna reveal this, so at least your kid knows who he really is. And for me, we fit in the story, and I told you many times, I'm a fan of many years, like decades, and I wouldn't find it silly. I will find it interesting. I told you as well 1,000 times, I love many stories, and I love to see the lore in the story and how things happen and why things happen. Not only, oh, this is a nice story and this is a nice fight and that's it. I like to know all the things that are happening in the background, and this is a very background thing when talking about the mother, okay, the mother of Luffy. Let's do like this. It's been a little bit interesting. I don't think I tried to do a character as such. I've done more randomized drawings with the left hand, but it's kind of okay, no? It's kind of looking okay. If you are following me and you are doing the same thing that I'm doing, feel free to maybe put some links down there in the comment section so I can see your drawings afterwards. If you have a YouTube channel or you have an Instagram or something, you put it there and I will check it. 100% I will check it, because I want to see the progress as well and how it's going. This is something that we can practice more and more. If you like it, we can do another character. Always keep in mind that I will try to go for a tiny character like this, okay? Like all neon, or we have as well Sushu in the other video, we have a Stormtrooper and things like this, like easy drawings. We don't want to be here in pain trying to figure out this, okay? Because it's tricky. You need to be focusing in what are you drawing, and at the same time for it to make sense, okay? Okay. I wanna know, in your opinion, in the show more section, I wanna see what do you think about this Luffy's mom theory, this idea, this possibility. Keep in mind, very important information is the Kuma beat. I don't think Kuma would do anything randomly at this point. Everything that is happening after Egghead, I think, is very calculated by Oda, and if we are focusing in Kuma as well, there is because there is more information there to be revealed regarding Luffy in connection with Kuma, in connection with Dragon, and everything. All these characters are not random, and nothing in One Piece is random. At the beginning, maybe. At the beginning, maybe we had this, but not anymore. So if Luffy was sent here, is because there is a reason. I don't think it's an important reason for Luffy himself. I don't think Luffy will care who is his mom, who is his dad. He is his own man, he is his own person. He created now his own family with his crew. And I think he's above all of that. There are characters that maybe they wanna know and they will require more information, but you know, people like Luffy, Zoro, Robin, at this point, I don't think they care much. I am kind of thinking in the concept of One Piece, in the concept of family in One Piece as a different concept, okay? Not a traditional family, like Yasop left as well to be an adventurer, and Usopp is okay with it. But all of these things happening make sense in my opinion. Let's do for the One Piece story, obviously. No, in the real life, no, don't abandon your family and go and become a pirate, because it is not a realistic thing to do. But in a fantasy world that we are doing here in One Piece, it makes sense, okay? For the plot. Let's do here. She is wearing these kind of sandals like Luffy. I didn't realize of that either. Let's do this. I don't want to say that she is only infatuated by Roger. Everyone is talking about that lately, because we have seen the episode that in the episode she is saying, you know, Roger, you don't have enough with me, that I love you, that I'm the Empress, I'm the this and that, and Roger doesn't care about that bit. So I think there is more to that. I don't think we will have Gloriosa coming back to the story, or Shaki coming back to the story, if they wouldn't have like a paramount or primordial reason to be there. And Luffy's family tree is a very strong point, it's a very strong connection there, a very strong reason for them to show up a little bit, okay? So let's do... These girls are not showing up like Don Krieg on the side of a panel in Hachinosu. These ones are actually having full episodes for themselves. That is very, very important, in my opinion. As a storyteller, as someone who creates stories and writes stories as well and creates character, you don't do that. You don't do that for a tiny person. You're not gonna see now a massive story with, I don't know, any other random guy, like, I don't know, Pagaya. Pagaya, that is the father of a random girl in a random island, is not gonna be having a flashback now. But Gloriosa, it is actually having a flashback now. Why? Because of the connections. Feel free to express your opinion, and as I said before, if you want to kind of debate and fight with me the idea of why yes and why not, feel free to do it. Feel free to do it, because I love to talk about One Piece. I wanna discuss the idea of Luffy's background. To be honest, it's interesting for me, and as I said, not gonna be relevant for Luffy himself, but yeah, I say as well in previous videos that this tribe, the Kuja tribe, they have a lot of references as well from Amazon the Amazons, the girls, the woman warriors in real life, the Amazons, like in stories, in legends and everything. So these girls are connecting, in my opinion, with design, with plot, with the ones from Sky Island, like the guys Wiper and Kamakiri and the rest of the guys there in the Sky Island, the tribe there that are following the sun god and everything. So there are a lot of things that they are relating, and maybe these girls are descendant of those guys, the guys who actually didn't got stuck there, but they continue living, and they had people living in the Blue Sea and everything, and there is a connection there as well. Like Shaki's design, as I explained in that previous video that I linked there, she has here on the neck this kind of black wings, like Lunarian, kind of Dracula kind of a style. So it is because these girls from Amazon come from an ancient line, and they are distributed from maybe different lines. Maybe from the sky, they don't have wings anymore, but they keep the traditions of the sacrifices. They had like a sacrifice altar as well, this kind of mini Colosseum that they had in the middle, like we had the sacrifices for the giant serpent in Sky Island as well, with these guys. So there are parallelisms there that I love, and I find it interesting. So I want to see what's gonna happen with that. Let's do. Shaki is a little bit younger, is 65, 67, and then Gloriosa's age is not confirmed, but we know that she is older, and because obviously she is older, and then it fits very well with Garp's and Rayleigh's age, so probably she's gonna be around the same age. Let's do like this. I expect, obviously this video is gonna come out after that, but I expect to see 1157, 1158, maybe a tiny bit more of Gloriosa. We need to see how Gloriosa ends up with Roger, and then as well how she is gonna be disappearing. And because she, for a time, Gloriosa, just so we put it in context, Gloriosa is someone who, to the eyes of Boa, she abandoned them, and this because she got love sickness as well, as we can see here. And at the same time, we see how for a period of time she was the one rescuing the girls, like Boa Hancock and the sisters, from Marejua. So she must have been in Marejua at some point. We know that the goal of Rocks is to go to Marejua and attack. So maybe there was this incursion in Marejua, they attacked, and Gloriosa there separated from them, like Kaido separated as well. They separated in different points. Maybe one of those points was Gloriosa taking the girls and saying, okay, I'm gonna leave here and I'm gonna try to save these girls because they are from Amazon Lily, and she disappeared. And then at that time Tritoma was still the queen, the leader, the empress there, and Tritoma pardoned her for abandoning them, and I think because she's the daughter, and there is a double standard a little bit there, and yeah, so I think there are a lot of things happening that are interesting to my eyes, to my liking, and yeah, let's paint a little bit. Let's go into coloring with my left hand is gonna be funny. Some of the tones are pink with Gloriosa. I think when we see the Toei animation of 1156, Gloriosa is gonna have pink tones. It's gonna have pink, salmon, reds, oranges tones. I don't think they are gonna go for darker tones like blue or green and things like that, because she looks very girly to me in the design and everything. So yeah, let's do. This is crazy. Just drawing with the left hand side is a little bit crazy, and it's difficult to focus. By drawing with your non-dominant hand, you are stimulating the other side of the brain, okay? And that is very good to do, so every now and then you can practice. I haven't done it much, just for a few videos, and I haven't done it before the videos either, so this is still a work in progress experiment. But I recommend it, not just for the sake of looking into a character that exists already and trying to do a drawing about him or her, but maybe just for your practice, for drawing from the imagination. Try to draw a face maybe with the left hand, or the right hand obviously, and see where it comes from there. Let's do the color. It is definitely gonna be funny. You see, we have here all of these, very nice. I forgot that Gloriosa has these kind of circles, like pearls. It's like a belt of pearls here on the belly. Okay, looking nice, I think, no? It's looking quite okay, I would say. Let's do, that's gonna be difficult now to do the circles like this. Okay. I want to thank everyone that is here watching and following and commenting and sharing. I am more than 360 videos since I started a couple of years ago. I have as well done videos for Inktober, talking about Inktober, drawing Inktober, that I'm gonna put here. Been drawing One Piece videos like this one, and doing some other topics as well, like for things about animation, things about illustration, and how I draw. A little bit of teaching here how to draw in a very basic way through basic shapes that for these people that thought I will never be able to draw in my life, I can't do it, I don't have hand for it. I have this playlist as well that you can watch and practice. It's not something difficult. It's something that even you can try if you have family, with your friends, and with your family, with your kids, if you have kids as well. Very easy steps. I've done these exercises in many schools, in many universities, for people to learn the basics, and always everyone with success. I haven't encountered a single person yet not able to do these exercises, and I will be filling more small videos like that, so you can learn more parts of the artistic process, and yeah, try to have a little bit of art for yourself that you made at home, and that is very nice. Okay, so if you like those videos as well, feel free to mention it in the comments and I will do more, or if you want to see something specific as well, say it and I will do it as well. There is something that I always mention here in the videos, that is feel free to request anything that you want. If you are a fan of Star Wars and you want to see a drawing of Chewbacca, I don't know, feel free to request it, or any kind of a story, Narnia, Ninja Turtles, any kind of movie that you want, Gladiator, Lord of the Rings, anything that you may like there. If I know about it, I will do a video talking about it and drawing to the best of my knowledge. And if I don't know about it, or if I haven't watched that movie or I haven't read that book, I will read it or watch it, and when I'm done, I will do a video about it. I have already done a couple of requests, and always, you are always more than welcome here in the channel to drop your comments there, and definitely it will come. Sooner or later it will come and you will have a video with the character that you requested, okay? We are a channel here, luckily enough that we are a small channel, and I can reply to all the messages, I can follow up in all the requests and all these things. Like, just imagine one of these crazy big channels out there that they have thousands of people following them. How do you do a request? You need to choose and things like this, and not nice. But yeah, just so you know that we can do those things as well. Okay, so this is gonna be the cape, and this is gonna be one other circle, and the cape goes on top. It's gonna be white. here. And I forgot to do the back line, that is gonna be as well in blacks here. There. Let me do it like this. Okay, and this one as well. And this one as well. So, we have been talking here today about Gloriosa, old Neon from One Piece, and how she, I think, is Luffy's grandma. I think she had something with Garp, and Garp said, I'm a marine, I'm an adventurer, I'm like Yasop, I'm gonna be traveling around. You say Tritoma is a girl, and because it's a girl you will keep her as a Guja, and you wanna train her to be the next leader. Good for me, better for me, because I just want to fight Roger. Just wanna go in adventures and fight Roger, and fight anyone. So Gloriosa takes over there, takes charge there of the daughter, and you know, they go on with their lives. They can have other partners in life, and that's okay. And I think that's what Oda is trying to portray with this presence of Gloriosa in the story. Okay, when Tritoma is shown, she looks like an assistant, and I think that is very, very daughter that is being trained, is being groomed to be the leader, in my opinion, because later she's gonna be leader and we know it. Okay, so there is already context. If we wouldn't have any kind of context there, okay, random, but it is not that. I think Dragon is like this as well. I think Dragon first, when he was very young, he met a very beautiful Nico Olvia, that I'm gonna put the video of. Dragon is Nico's Robin father as well, making Luffy and Robin brother and sister. There is these comments that Oda said ages ago that there will be two brothers in the crew, and it's never been kind of followed up. I think this is the situation. I think already Robin knows that she's the older sister, but she's not gonna reveal it, and it's not something that Luffy is gonna care much. Luffy is gonna love Robin anyway, if she is sister or if she's not sister. Okay, just so we keep it in reference that. Let's do this. There is some designs with old Neon with the pearls, some designs without the pearls. We done the pearl one, and that's okay. So I was saying about Dragon. I think he basically had a daughter, Nico Robin, and again did the same. I'm a son of the revolution, and I can't actually stay here with you, Olvia. Olvia said, don't worry about it, because I can't stay here anyway. I'm gonna follow your path. I'm gonna explore, trying to find the poneglyphs, trying to find the truth, and we're gonna leave Robin here with my family. And they leave her with the uncles, and that was problem. That was bad. That was disastrous, I would say. And then we have as well the concept of Dragon in this mini flashback where we see after Ohara, the aftermath of Ohara, where he brings flowers to Ohara, and that's for Clover, because Clover was his friend. You do not bring flowers to your friend. You bring a bottle of whiskey, a bottle of sake, and you drop the sake where he's laying in the tombstone or something like that. You bring flowers for a girl, for a woman, for a loved one, for your love. I think Dragon there thought that Olvia died there and Robin died there, and he felt guilty. He went there to pay his respects, to mourn, and found Vegapunk. And Vegapunk said, "Ooh, what are you doing here?" And he said, No, resulta es que, I am actually friends with Clover. No. Like here in Kuma. Kuma says, what are you doing looking at the east? Do you have children? And Dragon is like, no, let's talk about something else. The children are the weakness of the parents, yes, but no, obviously. Obviously, Dragon doesn't know how to lie. He's very epic. He's always looking very epic at the east, at the wind and everything. But for this, he has no sensitivity for anything. So yeah, start a little bit here at the mouth in red. This is looking very nice. How we are in Amazon Lily, we need to do probably a little bit of grass underneath like this, okay, and we are gonna go in a second into blacks, and you know that when I do blacks we are done with the video, okay. So just a couple of minutes more and we are done here. Obviously I am not gonna do a redrawing of the thing because we are gonna do a mess here. Oh, I forgot to do the belly there. Okay, here. And she has like type of marines in yellow as well, like Garp. So I know this theory can be very crazy and everything, but as I said at the beginning, for the sake of the storytelling, for the sake of having the connections with Luffy's family, the connection with Garp and everything, this is the old era, and they need some sort of connection here for everyone, okay, for everyone. Let's do like this. Just want to do a line because this kind of line, when we have like a white area like the hair or like the cloak, is gonna give a little bit of personality, let's say, a little bit of shape. I always like to do this like that, okay. You don't need to do it if you are following the video and drawing with me, drawing along with me. You don't need to do this one if you don't want, because it's a little bit funny to do, okay. But there we are. There we are. So yeah, as I said, I think Dragon basically had a daughter first. She lost them. He thought he lost them. He thought he lost Olvia, lost Robin. They called in the revolution Robin the light of the revolution. Why? Because you know how to read poneglyphs? No, because you are the daughter of the leader and you are the light of his eyes. So basically everyone is calling you the light. And then they couldn't find you. They were trying to find you. They heard rumors about you being alive, and but they couldn't find you until who is sending you to Dragon as well? Kuma. Again, Kuma is the fixer. He is fixing everything that Dragon has, all the problems that Dragon has, he's fixing them. And it's interesting. I like it. I like it. I think she realized there that he was his father. They are not going to reveal it until the very, very last minute. And all of us were going to be like, oh my God, we never expected this. I think it's coming. I think it's coming into the story and it's quite obvious. And yeah, and after that, because he was heartbroken with Olvia, he didn't want to find any other girl, blah blah blah. But how the Hancock tribe, the Boa Hancock tribe, they are the most beautiful. And then afterwards he said, "Ooh, that's Tritoma." And then Garp said, "Hey, that is actually my daughter." And then there you have, Dragon fell in love again, but with this kind of sense that he feels guilty about what happened in Ohara because they were chasing the poneglyphs, because he gave them some information as well. And then he didn't want to stay with Tritoma. He said, Tritoma, yeah, I love you very much, and I love Luffy very much, but I cannot stay here, because if they discover that we have a family, we have the relationship, they will use it against us, they will use it against me, and they will kill you, like they killed Olvia and they killed Nico Robin. You know what I mean? For me, it makes sense. For me, it makes sense for the storytelling. I want to know. I want to know your opinion about this, because it's a controversial topic. It's a topic that, yes, goes into the realm of soap opera, but I said it at the beginning, this is going to be a little bit of soap opera today, and it needs to happen. It needs to happen. Okay, I am going to risk it. So silence. I'm going to risk it. Only do the eye. Ooh. Looks like she's wearing a little bit of mascara, but yes, we need to do a second line to have this kind of depth in the eyes, because if not, we are losing the eyes with the color. You see, we need to do a little bit like she's wearing mascara or something there on the eyes, and make the eyebrow as well like this. So you see, so it's pumping out a little bit just by doing a second line there. It is making the eyes pop a little bit, and here we need as well a little bit there, a little bit here. Now I'm going carried away here, and I'm gonna be messing it up. When I was doing Shaki as well, I was doing this, I got carried away, and I end up doing one of the, I think it was the mouth, a little bit too thick, and it looked like she had like a mustache or something. Gloriosa. Gloriosa. I am loving Elbaf, I am loving the flashback, I am loving the rocks concept, I am loving the lore. I'm getting already tired of saying this as well, but my favorite saga is Water 7, and I wasn't expecting Elbaf to be like this, and is becoming one of my favorite sagas as well, because it is very packed with information, and that is my favorite thing in One Piece, when Oda is telling us secrets and things and everything. Just a little bit of shadow here. The shadow, I don't want to do it much with the thingy, because it's gonna look a little bit like beard. I want to do like this, okay, with black, and this kind of tunic, or I don't know how it is called, or this kind of kimono or something. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of black, just to make it blend, all of it blend, okay. There. And we should do just maybe a tiny bit of shading here for the bottom of the snake, that even if we don't do it precisely how it's supposed to be, we have just a tiny bit of emphasis there, okay? Nice. I like it. I have to say, to be left-hand drawing and to be a character, that it's a person, it's kind of okay. I'm happy with the result, okay? There's a little bit of shade underneath, okay, here, and I think we're done. I'm even gonna sign with the left hand, okay, here. But as you can see, we have done the talk about Gloriosa, and please, I remind you that this video is done after reading 1156, so I do not know yet what happened with 1157. Maybe we have more Gloriosa info. I will update it in the comment section when this video comes out, okay? Maybe this video is coming out around end of August, something like that, end of August, and yeah, just keep that in mind, okay? And don't roast me in the comments about, oh, they seen that in 1158, because I haven't read it yet, okay? I haven't read it yet, that one. Just preparing a couple of videos, okay, for the holiday period. So okay, let's sign in a very funny way, because obviously it's with the left hand. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want. And this is the Mandragon's Cave. Please feel free to share it with your friends, with your nakamas, with your family. I hope you enjoy it, I hope you like it. I want to see your drawings as well. Feel free to put them in the show more section, the links there for your YouTubes, your Instagrams and your things, so I can see if you have drawn a very cool Gloriosa or it's a very weird Gloriosa. And yeah, I think this needs to be just a little bit more red, for the sake of the contrast. You see, like this, a tiny bit, just a tiny bit, like this, okay? And yeah, thank you very much, and see you in the next one. Bye!